Good morning, children. Today we start with a new lesson in grammar, one word for many. This lesson is very easy because it's like finding the meaning of a word. Especially this is useful for you all when you all have your unseen passages where you all have new words and you all don't know the meaning of the word. So if you learn this, you have this lesson is nothing for you. You just have to learn all the words and know the meaning. Learn the spelling of the words and remember the meaning of the words. Okay, so I'm just going ahead with this. Often, the meaning of a group of words or a phrase can be explained in just one word. It is good to know such words correlation in order to enhance your skill in writing. So, what they're telling us basically is that you can, if you know the meaning of these words, you can even improve your writing skill because when you use these words which are not very easy, it has a good impression on the person reading your essay or whatever. So you can use these words when you're writing your essay, your letter, or for is basically for all your writing skills. Okay, so now let's read. Some examples are given below. To increase the speed of something, it, the word over here is accelerate. Next, one who pursues some art or sport as a hobby. Here, the word is amateur. Now, pursues means who follows, who takes up, okay, who does something or takes up something as an art or a sport. Third one, a person whose name is not known, anonymous. Now, this is basically mostly you will find this in your poems where you have a poetry, but you have no, you don't know the person who has composed the poem. Yes, so that's that poem. That's why you say it's by anonymous. There is no name of the poet over there. Next one, words that have the opposite meaning. Antonyms. This is, you know because you already learning antonyms. An assembly of hearers at a lecture or a concert, audience. So these are all the people who are listening to a lecture or watching a concert. They are called an audience. Government by one person, autocracy. So it means one person has the say in everything. One person rules the whole country. They don't listen to anyone else. You don't have many people discussing together to take a decision with regard to the country. Such a government is called an autocracy. Government by a few officials, bureaucracy. So it's the same thing, but here you have a few people who get together and have a meeting and decide what to do and what not to do with the maybe making new laws or rules in the country. A flesh eating animal, carnivore. So you have animals like the lion, the tiger, which eat flesh. Such animals are called carnivore, and I'm sure you know this because you all must have learnt it in science. List of books is a catalog. Now, list of books here, you have not only a list of books, in the sense you also have, when you go, I'm sure when you go for your design outfit, you ask for a catalog because you have a catalog of all the types of clothes or that they have. So the whole everything is put in picture form in a book. So that's why it's called a catalog. So that here you can see a list of books means a list of all the books available maybe at a shop, maybe at a printer. So that's called a catalog. Celebration of 100th year once. Centenary means once after you have completed 100 years, it's called a centenary. People who work together, colleagues. So when you're the place where you're working together and the people working along with you in one place, they are called your colleagues. Government by public voting is called a democracy. That's what we are in India. We vote and then we have a government formed according to whom we have voted for. Food fit for eating, edible, means food that is not spoiled, that is not old, that is not stale, whether it's fit for eating or it has to be thrown out. A contagious disease that spreads over a large area, epidemic. So, a disease that's happening that spreads in one particular area, but not a small area which spreads over a large area, is called an epidemic. One who believes in fate, fatalist. So, sometimes they say whatever happens, they say, okay, it is because it is what you all say, naseeb in Hindi. Yes, you say that is what you is in my fate. A plant eating animal, herbivore. So, like a deer, a goat, animals that eat only and only plants. A position for which no salary is paid, honorary. So when you do some work, it's like you're doing it on charity where you are not getting paid and you know you will not get paid, but you're still doing the work. So that's why it's called an honorary work. One who feels sympathetic towards other human beings, humanitarian. So sometimes you see people who do work fighting for the rights of other human beings where they may not even know the person or they may not even get anything in return. Such a person is called a humanitarian. Something that cannot be believed, incredible. So something is very difficult to believe, like say if you have a race and the speed at which the person ran is something which is very hard or difficult to believe. It's an extremely fast pace. That's when you will say he had incredible speed. Something that cannot be described, indescribable. So it's the same, you cannot describe it because it's almost like unbelievable. Something that cannot be avoided, inevitable. So something that is going to happen. So it is like, for example, you can say it's inevitable that a morning follows the night. Yes, so after night there is going to be a day. You can't say I'm going to stop, I'm going to only sleep whole night and not get up. But morning is going to come. It is inevitable that morning is going to follow the night. Something that is against the law, illegal. So you know this, all the illegal work that's going on like smuggling is illegal. It's not, it's against the law. If you're caught, you will be put in prison. Handwriting which cannot be read, illegible. Yes, the writing which cannot be read, which is really horrible. You cannot understand the words, or they're too huge or they're too small. There's no space between them. Very untidy. Such writing is called illegible because you cannot read it. Something incapable of being dissolved in a liquid, insoluble. So no matter in which, like if you put a stone in water, you put a stone in anything, it's not going to dissolve. Increase, something which cannot be seen by human eyes, invisible. So which you cannot see is naturally invisible because you cannot see it. Visible means to see. Invisible you cannot see. A person who cannot read or write, illiterate. Literate is a person who is educated, and a person who is uneducated, who cannot read or write, is an illiterate. Government by a king or a queen, monarchy. This is what the Britishers follow. They have their government is actually ruled by the queen. She is the head of the government. Even though they have a prime minister, but she is the head. So they have a monarchy over there. A person with an ill reputation means notorious. So who has a very bad reputation. He is known to tell a lie. He is known to have no good manners. Such a person is a notorious person doing all wrong things. He is a notorious person. A short message added at the end of a letter after the signature, postscript. In the short form of this is PS. PS, yes, postscript. So after you write a letter, you want to highlight something. So you write a postscript at the end and write it in short, like please remember to send a parcel on time, or please remember to send two of the items. Okay, whatever you want to highlight. Next, water fit for drinking, potable. Words that have the same meaning, synonyms. Now this also you know because you're learning it. Something through which light can partly pass, translucent. So it's not totally transparent. It is partly, it's not fully transparent. You can see some, but it may not be very, very clear. So that's called translucent. And something through which you can see is transparent. So here you have no, you can see it very, very clearly. That's called transparent. Okay, we go to the next page. Now here is your homework. Choose from the list one word for each of the given phrases. then you can look up a dictionary for help. I'm just reading the words. You have to choose these words, any of these words, and put it down in the homework. Aggravate, amphibian, anesthetic, apology, aquatic, astronomy, attic, biography, brittle, calligraphy, cannibal, cardiac, chasm, claimant, contemporary, delicacies, executor, gory, incision, masterpiece, pioneer, predicament, replicate, sedative, symposium. Okay, symposium you all should know because you'll have it in the lesson. Man and women are equal. Okay, so let's me read the sentences. A creature that lives on land as well as in the water. A creature that lives only in water. The study of heavenly bodies. If you all do not know, please open your dictionary and search because you will get these words. You can search, like for example, you can take the word. Suppose you don't know the meaning of pioneer. You open your dictionary, open the word pioneer, and open the word open the word pioneer, and then you will get the meaning of it. So then you find it from the words which what is the meaning and write the answer. Okay, the study of heavenly bodies. The next, the art of beautiful writing. Life of a person written by somebody, one who lives at the same time as another, one who states the right to get something, one who eats human flesh, a very small room inside a pointed roof. Something this also you should know. You have learnt in the about the cat. Yes, Dick Whittington and his cat. It's there, the attic. Next one, something that can be broken easily, a deep, steep gap in the Earth's surface, a meeting at which experts have a discussion on a particular subject, a person who is the first to take up a new course, a person who carries out a death sentence, to make something worse, to make an exact copy of something, involving bloodshed and violence, special food items, a most outstanding and valuable work of art, a substance that make one feel no pain, a substance that make one feel sleepy, relating to the heart, surgical cut made in skin or flesh, a difficult, unpleasant situation, a statement expressing that one is sorry. So, you just have to choose the words from here and write, and you have to learn this because in the exam I will not give you options. You have to learn the words along with the spellings. In all your grammar, I am not going to give you any options because you should know the answer. You're not going to get options in the 10th and the higher standards. So you should be used to it and learn the words properly and learn the spellings for this. Okay, thank you, and do your homework. See that you write this in your grammar notebook. I hope you all have a good and pleasant day. Thank you.